Hey everybody, welcome back to the 5th installment of our series, the 5 Pillars of Snatch Technique. Back again with my lovely assistant, Alyssa Ritchey. Okay, today we're gonna go over the catch, okay? The catch and overhead position, the snatch. A couple of really big points here for you guys. Alyssa, we already went over the start position, the initial pull, the explosion, the turnover, now the catch phase, the final position. So what we wanna focus on is what position your wrist belongs in at the bottom of the overhead squat. Alyssa just go ahead and does a drop snatch here. We can look at the position of her wrist, okay? We want to focus on the wrist being bent backward and the shoulder being internally rotated, okay? We want to avoid a situation where the shoulder is externally rotated, meaning turned forward, or the wrist is straight, okay? She's probably not comfortable here at all, but this is really an awkward position. It's not safe, it's not strong, it's not going to be stable, okay? So when we receive the weight, when we actually go from the turnover, the final pull, to the catch, we want to focus on that hand and that wrist rotating in, shoulder inward, hand back. This puts the bar behind her head in a great place, way more stable, way more successful overhead. Go ahead and do another drop snatch. Okay. Notice the arm internally rotated, the shoulder is inside, the wrist is cocked backward. This bar is sitting behind her head here, okay? Plenty of clearance. Having the shoulder turned internally rotated, you're going to put all the pressure on the upper back. If she relaxes this and has anything turned the wrong way, it's going to be soft and the bar is going to come forward on her. The next point we want to work on is making sure that your hands and your feet land at the same time, or at least that's our intent. Whether that really happens is not as important as the fact that we're trying to make that happen. A really solid rhythm of the feet connecting with the ground at the same time the arm lock is a really good, solid way to learn the technique of the snatch. You can watch Alyssa here. You can see how she makes contact with the hip. The hands and the feet connect at the same time. Solid lockout in the elbows, solid planting of the feet on the ground at the same time. So in conclusion, we went over a couple of key points there. Number one, make sure the wrist is in the right spot when the bar is overhead. The hand should be bent backwards and internally rotated. Point number two, shoulder should be internally rotated so the bar is sitting behind your head rather than in front of you. We want to use the upper back muscles to keep the structure of our arms strong and be able to support that weight at the top. And then number three, make sure you land your hands and feet locking at the same time. When your foot hits the ground, your elbow and arm should be locked out solid. And that concludes our series, The 5 Pillars of Snatch Technique. If you guys like what you saw, go ahead and check out the Juggernaut YouTube page for some other great content. 5 Pillars of the Clean, 5 Pillars of the Jerk, and then even the 5 Pillars of the Front Squat.